What's up, metal dudes and dudettes? How we doing? Thrash Potatoes back at it again. Kind of a bummer alert. Gary Holt did a guitar clinic down here in California, and he was asked if Slayer would probably get back together, and he was like, nah, I think that band ended, which is kind of a bummer. I think reunion or farewell tours are kind of cheesy, but I mean, if it's a band you've listened to since you were like 14, you know what I mean? You're almost 50 now. I wouldn't mind seeing him again. Gary Holt doesn't think there will ever be a Slayer reunion. I think the band's ended. Fucking bummer, dude. Gary Holt says that he doesn't think there will ever be a Slayer reunion. The Exodus leader, who spent almost 9 years touring with Slayer, discussed the possibility of the latter band coming back while holding a guitar clinic this past Monday at Pitbull Audio in National City, California. Asked if he thinks there will ever be a Slayer reunion, Holt responded, as transcribed by blabbermouth.net, "Oh man, you gotta talk to the other people. That's out of my pay grade. Look, if anybody ever asked me to do it, of course I'd be down to do it, but I don't think this is ever gonna happen. I think the band's ended. Unlike all the other farewell tours that started 5 years ago and are still continuing, I think this one's over." They're probably just tired. I mean, that's, dude, rocking that hard for that long, they couldn't Lemmy Kilmister it. They had to sit down, I suppose. Well, at least I think Tom Araya did. After his surgeries and everything, you know what I mean? Jeff's gone. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's their personal gig, but we all know Kerry King wants to keep going. I think he was supposed to have a project. I thought Phil Anselmo was going to lead it, but obviously he's pretty busy now. Let's see if they say anything about that. As for what it was like being on the road with Slayer as part of the band's final tour in 2018 and 2019, Gary said, "It was totally fun. I mean, it was the final last ever tour. It was a good time. You tried not to let it get weird on you. I never really thought about it ending until the last final of the 2 shows, which I was at one of them, me and my boy. It was awesome. It kind of dawned on me. That was a good one. I'll remember that tour forever. It was fucking rad." Dude, yeah. Dude, that one of the best shows I've ever seen. I didn't see the last show. I saw the second to last show, so I didn't see it with all the cool guys like Jason Momoa and all them dudes, but you know, I was the day before. It was awesome. Full Metal Jackie is actually at one of those tickets. Thank you, Full Metal Jackie. Holt began filling in for Slayer guitarist Jeff Hanneman at live shows in 2011 and became the band's full-time co-guitarist as of 2013. Damn, has it been that long? While remaining a member of Exodus, Holt played on Slayer's final album, Repentless, which came out in 2015. It was a good album, dude. Back in October 2021, Kerry King made headlines in the metal world when he said that Slayer retired too early. Yeah, I think so. You know what I mean? They couldn't Lemmy it, but I don't know. Like I said, that's on them. And sometimes you just gotta set it down, you know what I'm saying? While recording a short video message to congratulate Machine Head on the San Francisco Bay Area Act's 30th anniversary, Slayer's founding guitarist said, "So I hear congratulations are in order for my friends at Machine Head. Apparently it's 30 years, which is quite an achievement. Not a lot of bands get there. We did, and then we quit too early. Fuck us. Fuck me. I hate not playing." See, I get that. I totally get that. You know, with my cheesy noodles and I set it down for a little while, I gotta pick it back up. I haven't played because of like some personal things. Things get to you. I get it. Holt was asked about Kerry's comment in a July 2022 interview with Guitar World magazine. He said, "Did the band stop too soon? That's for them to decide. I know that's how Kerry feels. Maybe bassist and vocalist Tom Araya doesn't agree. I think the band had a lot more music in them, but you know what they say, it's better to go out too soon than too late. The band went out firing on 4 cylinders. 4? You mean like freaking 14? Better to do that than milk it for a few years when everybody knows you're milking it. That would tarnish the legacy of the band. This way, they went out in peak form. Maybe that's best." I don't know, man. I'd still be there. Like, asked if there's anything he misses about being a Slayer, Holt said, "Yeah, man. I've been friends with those guys since we were kids. And I had one job in Slayer, and one job only. Go out, play killer, bang your head, and play a little bit of Guitar Hero role. One thing I was shocked with was how many Slayer solos there are. There are songs that I played 3 solos in, and at one point I'd be like, alright, I'm just going to go shred and play this one behind my head because I'm out of ideas." But yeah, it was fun and relatively easy. I wear a lot more hats in Exodus, and I have to do a lot more responsibility. Fortunately, I love it, but it's not always easy. Holt previously weighed in on Kerry's "we quit too early" comment in an interview with Metal Hammer in the fall of 2021. At the time, he said, "I'd have to agree that Slayer called it quits prematurely. We were still playing on the top of our game. We were totally killing it. The band had a lot of years left in it, but I guess when it's time, it's time. When you decide to walk away from something, walk away. I can't tell anybody that made the wrong decision. Better to go out on top than go out unable to play your own songs. And this shit isn't easy. Playing Angel of Death at 70 years old would be f***ing hard. Yeah, no." but it was time for me to come back. Let's put it that way. I was really missing my first family. So he was missing Exodus, I get it. Back in March 2022, Gary told Headbangers Con he would be open to playing with Slayer again if the band ever decided to come back. Look, if the powers that be ever, like in a year or something, said, hey, you know what, we feel like playing some shows, I'm there to do it, Holt said. But those aren't decisions for me to make, or even to really speculate on. As far as my knowledge, the band is over, and the final show was November 30th, 2019, and I'm full speed ahead with Exodus now. Slayer played the final show of its farewell tour in November 2019 at the Forum in Los Angeles. One day later, Carrie's wife, Aisha King, said that there is not a chance in hell that the thrash metal icons will reunite for more live appearances. In August 2020, I remember when she did that. That was, what the heck. In August 2020, she once again shut down the possibility of her husband and bassist vocalist Tom Araya sharing the stage ever again under the Slayer banner. What the heck's going on with that? You think Tom and Carrie are doing alright? After Aisha shared 3 photos of Carrie holding their cat in a slideshow type Instagram post, a fan wrote, "No Tom, no Slayer, Carrie. Stop thinking Slayer without Tom Araya." Aisha then replied, "Don't worry, they'll never be Slayer again. You can rest easy." See, I hope there ain't no beef that we don't know about, you know what I mean? It's one of my all-time favorite bands, dude, you know? That same month, Slayer drummer Paul Bostaff confirmed that he is involved in a brand new project headed up by Carrie King, which is cool, so we'll still get some, you know, Slayerish music. The duo spent much of the last 3 years working on music with the hopes of recording it properly once the coronavirus pandemic had subsided. Slayer's final world tour began on May 10th, 2018. Damn, has it been that long? With the band's intention to play as many places as possible to make it easy for the fans to see one last Slayer show and say goodbye. By the time the 18-month trek wrapped at the Forum, the band had completed 7 tour legs plus a series of one-off major summer festivals, performing more than 140 shows in 30 countries and 40 US states. They killed it, man. There we go. That's basically the video. Just trying to run it down that Gary Holt, as far as he's concerned, there's no more Slayer. But then again, like I said, he's just helping out the bros, so he's not really like a shot caller in Slayer. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. We'll see you on the next video, and if you liked the video, go ahead and like, subscribe. If you didn't, that's cool. And I'll be back at it with some more metal news, man. Alright, we'll see you on the next round. Late.